Safe water for your home is often taken for granted until the water quality is threatened by contamination. Your water well could be contaminated due to new construction, the modification of an existing water well through the replacement of a pitless adapter or upper well casing, pump replacement, and the entrance of surface water into the water well during flooding. A water well that is improperly constructed is likely to be repeatedly contaminated even after disinfection. The well must be repaired or sealed by a licensed contractor in accordance with the Illinois Water Well Construction Code. Anytime you suspect your water well might be contaminated, disinfect it to ensure good water quality. To disinfect either a drilled well or a dug or bored well, you will need either liquid 5.25% chlorine laundry bleach or 70% chlorine hypochlorite granules. To measure the liquid chlorine bleach, use a liquid measuring cup that shows the measurement in both cups and ounces. Use a tablespoon to measure the hypochlorite granules. You will also need rubber safety gloves, protective glasses, and a 5-gallon plastic container, since strong chlorine solutions corrode metal containers. Take special precautions when handling chlorine. Work in an open or adequately ventilated area. Do not allow the strong chemical to come in contact with your skin or clothing. If contact occurs, immediately wash the area with soapy water. Calculate the amount of chlorine to add to the well according to the capacity of the well. For each 100 gallons of water in the well, add either 24 ounces of liquid chlorine bleach, that's 3 cups, or 2 ounces of hypochlorite granules, that's 4 heaping tablespoons. If you don't immediately know the storage capacity of a drilled well, you can calculate the capacity. Use the diameter of the well to estimate the gallons of water per foot. Multiply that number by the depth of the well to estimate the storage capacity of the well. Drilled wells are commonly between 4 and 6 inches in diameter. A drilled well 4 inches in diameter will hold 0.65 gallons of water per foot. A 5-inch diameter drilled well holds 1 gallon of water per foot. A 6-inch diameter drilled well holds 1.5 gallons of water per foot. Multiply the number of gallons per foot by the depth of the well in feet. For example, a well 6 inches in diameter contains 1.5 gallons of water per foot. Multiply 1.5 gallons of water by the depth of the well. In this example, the depth is 120 feet. 1.5 multiplied by 120 equals 180 gallons, the capacity of the well. To find the amount of chlorine needed to disinfect this well, multiply the capacity of the well by the amount of chlorine needed per 100 gallons. In this model, if you're using granules, multiply the 2 ounces of granules needed per 100 gallons of water, 0.02, by 180. In this case, 3.6 ounces of granules are needed. Use 4 ounces or 8 heaping tablespoons of granules. To calculate the amount of liquid chlorine bleach for this example, multiply the capacity, 180 gallons of water, by the ounces of liquid bleach per 100 gallons of water, 24 ounces, 0.24. The amount of liquid bleach needed is 43.2 ounces. Use 44 ounces or 5½ cups of liquid bleach. In the dug or bored well, the amount of water determines how much liquid chlorine bleach or hypochlorite granules to use in the well. Calculate the storage capacity of a dug or bored well by multiplying the diameter of the well by the depth of the well to estimate the gallons of water per foot. The most common diameters are 3 and 4 feet. A dug or bored well 3 feet in diameter requires 1½ cups of liquid bleach, or 1 ounce of hypochlorite granules per foot of water. A well 4 feet in diameter requires 3 cups of liquid bleach, or 2 ounces of hypochlorite granules per foot of water. To calculate the amount of chlorine to add to the well, multiply the depth of the well by the amount of either liquid laundry bleach or granules needed per foot of water. In this example, to calculate the amount of liquid bleach needed to disinfect a well 3 feet in diameter, 1½ cups of bleach per foot of water are required. If the well is 30 feet deep, Multiply 1.5 by 30 to determine the total number of cups of bleach required. In this example, 45 cups of bleach would be needed. To make it easier, there are 16 cups in a gallon, so there are 2.8 gallons or 3 gallons of bleach needed to disinfect the 180-gallon well. In this example, the well is 6 feet in diameter. It requires 4 ounces of granules per foot of water. If the well is 40 feet deep, multiply 4 ounces by 40 feet to get 160 ounces or 10 pounds of granules needed to disinfect this well. To begin the disinfection process, connect a hose from a faucet on the discharge side of the pressure tank to the well casing top. Unbolt the top, remove the seal, and clear the electrical wiring from the top of the well. Mix the total amount of liquid or granules in about 5 gallons of water. Be sure that dry granules or tablets are completely dissolved before adding the solution to the well. Pour the solution into the top of the well. If you are disinfecting a bored or dug well, splash the mixture around the lining or wall of the well, ensuring that the chlorine solution reaches all parts of the well. Run enough water to start the pump. Spray the water back into the well and wash the sides of the casing for at least 15 minutes. Put the electrical wiring back into the well with the connectors pointed up. Seal the top of the well. Open every faucet in the system and let the water run until you smell the chlorine. Then close all the faucets. Let the well stand several hours, preferably overnight. After you have let the water stand, discharge the water from all faucets until you no longer smell chlorine. Adjust the flow of water from faucets or fixtures that discharge into septic tank systems to a low flow to avoid overloading the disposal system. At least one day after disinfection, collect a water sample according to the instructions included with the water sample kit. To prevent contamination of the sample, be careful not to touch the lip of the bottle or the underside of the cap. Make sure that the water tests safe before drinking it or using it for cooking or dishwashing. Remember, anytime you suspect your water supply might be contaminated, disinfect it following these steps. Determine the storage capacity of the well by multiplying the gallons of water per foot by the depth of the well. For each 100 gallons of water in the well, add either 3 cups, that's 24 ounces of liquid chlorine laundry bleach, or 4 heaping tablespoons, that's 2 ounces of hypochlorite granules. Remove the seal from the well. Mix the chlorine with water. And add the solution to the well. Run the chlorine solution throughout the system until you can smell chlorine. Close all the faucets, let the water stand several hours, and then discharge the water from all the faucets until the smell of chlorine is no longer apparent. For more information about water well construction and maintenance, contact your local health department or the Illinois Department of Public Health, Division of Environmental Health, 525 West Jefferson Street, Springfield, Illinois, 62761. Or phone 217-782-5830.